The fan comes on and we're going to measure our static pressure before our coil, and we're reading 0.3, so a third of an inch of static pressure. And this is on the low speed right now. Can you see, you guys see that? That's a good air pressure. That's good static pressure. That's actually brilliant, but we're on low speed, and the faster our fan goes, the more static pressure you're going to get. So you also would want to check that in the cooling method too. And the way you do that, just to make sure and see what that static pressure is. And by doing that, what I would do is I go here to air conditioning and stick this on air conditioning. Where's my, and put it and go, it's on heat, it's on the low speed right now, so that's equivalent to heat. So I'm going to put this into cooling and run the temperature down below 67 so that it was calling for cooling. And that will change the speed to high. Does that make sense? And we'll be able to check what that pressure is. Is it changing? Now you see it?
Yeah.
It's a little over ½ an inch, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
What'll happen if we add ducts to that?
Okay, anytime, well, I've got some ducts up here, and I'm not sure that they're all open.
Like some longer duct runs.
I'm sorry, yes, longer duct runs, you're gonna have resistance, guys. If you're gonna have a long duct run, you gotta make those ducts bigger. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna have to make them bigger to compensate for the restrictions. Turns, you gotta pull them tight. You can't have a lot of waves in the duct work. You gotta seal them, you gotta strap them. I see guys not strap them, and that creates static.
So you're saying the longer the run, the bigger diameter of the duct?
You got to make it bigger to compensate for distance. No, because what happens is the blower is limited on how much it can push. So once you hit that upper limit, it won't push anymore. Okay, so what you have to do is increase the diameter for more volume, and the volume will compensate for the pressure once it gets to the register. Does that make sense? It compensates for it. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, now if I change the tube up there, and I go from before the coil to after the coil, watch what it does. It changes completely. And that's our total external static pressure, because that's after the coil. Does that make sense? But look how much different it is. You got to know that there is going to be a difference, and that difference is going to be my resistance of that coil. Does that make sense to you guys? These coils here are